Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, leave a like down below. We're almost at 5,000, so we're almost at that free copy of WWE 2K25. The cutoff is the 14th, so we still got a week. So let's see if we can get there. Anyway, so today, after having a full day and a half playing WWE 2K25, most of the stuff I do is with Create a Wrestler, and there's a lot of problems, 4 major ones, that make me not even want to play the game anymore. Like, hopefully they can fix it with a patch, but some of the stuff, I think this is how it's going to be. Anyway, so let's get into this list here. So the first one is for face paint. It says, and I wrote everything down so I wouldn't forget. It says, Create a Wrestler has been facing issues. Main one for me is you can no longer layer the face paint like the last 10 to 15 games. So I can no longer make the mask I've made, my iconic Strizer mask that I've made for the last like 20 years of the game. So what I'm talking about is in the last, I want to say 10, 15 games, you could set up the face paint in a way where it would layer. This year, and this could be a glitch, making of this video, maybe they'll fix it by the time I upload this video. Currently, I mean, day one, you couldn't even put face paint or nothing on their face. It was totally broken, so they fixed it a little bit. But now, you can only pick one face paint, and that is it. Now, you can take images and do it that way. That takes way longer. But the face paint that they've had in the game for forever used to be able to make it to where you could layer it and really come up with a really cool creative mask, because most of my characters have cool face paint or masks and stuff because I suck at making faces, right? But this kills almost everything for me because my entire character, my main 2 characters, are, I start with the face. I start with the mask and I build the entire attire off of the face, off the mask. Like, the whole look of the entire character is based off of what the mask looks like. That's how I approach my characters when I make them. So the fact that you can no longer layer the face paint, and they have a bunch of new ones too, and there's an issue with that, and I'll get to that in a second here. So the fact that you can't layer face paint anymore means you have to upload images, you have to do extra work in order to get that same look, or a look similar to that. So there is still an option to use images and layer the images on the face. At least you can do that. And they did add some new options for the images. You can add borders to it now. You can have it light up. There's a lot more stuff you can do with images that you can move around. But the face paint itself got a huge cut. Unless it's a glitch and they just haven't fixed it yet, we'll have to wait and see. But currently you cannot layer the actual face paint, and that sucks. All right, number 2. The Create a Wrestler Superstar parts you buy on the island cannot change color. So let me explain. So let's say there's a part you want on the island, right? And they're all charged with virtual currency that you can earn from playing the game. Some of them are really expensive. I bought a complete superhero suit, and when I went to equip it to my character, it wouldn't let me change the color. I thought, okay, maybe this is just an issue on the island, right? No, when you go into the normal character creator, or create a superstar, create a wrestler, whatever the hell you guys want to call it, it's in the game, it's create a superstar. It is, you put it on and that's it. You cannot change the color of those parts. What is the point of adding and charging extra for creation parts if you can't change the color? That's the whole effing point of creating a wrestler, is to make it your own. If you cannot change the colors, the parts of the color, or whatever the hell, I can't even talk, I'm so pissed off, then it's worthless. To me, it's worthless. If you cannot change the color of creation parts, that creation part itself is worthless to me. Why else would you use it? Like, it makes no sense to me. So, and I tested this with a few other parts too. There was face paint, there was a couple masks I bought, the entire suit I bought, so it's not just limited to that one suit. I haven't bought everything yet, so I don't know if it's everything, so I'm not going to say it's everything, but everything that I have purchased so far cannot change color. That kills the entire incentive of playing the island for me. The only reason I was going to play it, other than the fact that it's a big cool island and holy crap, something different for a change, was to get all the creation parts. But if the creation parts cannot be changed in any way as far as color is concerned, then they're worthless to me. The whole mode is a wash. I have no reason to play it. And I have not tested out the new hairstyles. I haven't bought any of those yet. But if you can't change the color of the hair that you buy on the island, what are we doing? Hopefully they patch that in, because why would anybody buy any parts on the island? The whole point of that island mode is to spend money on creation parts. That is literally the entire point of it. And if you cannot change the color of the parts and customize them, those parts are worthless. I'm repeating myself because if I really want to drive that point home, that needs to change immediately. They need to patch that in. I don't know if this is an oversight. I don't know if it's a glitch. I don't know if it's on purpose, laziness. I don't know what the hell it is. But the fact that you cannot change the color of this, stupid design decision. All right, number 3. Now this isn't really related to Create a Wrestler. This is just in general on the island. The other modes seem fine. Like it loads Create a Wrestler really fast. It loads a match really fast. I was shocked how fast it loaded matches. This is mainly on the island, the server-based island. It has extremely long loading times. It is a little faster than it was on the first day after the patch they just had. But holy crap, when you leave a store or you try to do a PvP match, it could take up to like 2 to 5 minutes to load. It feels like we're back in the PS2, PS1 days. Good old days of gaming. It's a nice throwback, a retro feel. Like, oi, they need to fix the load times because they're pretty bad. That's like one of the main things that will kill any online mode is increasingly long load times, especially if you get disconnected after waiting so long. I've been disconnected from the island probably 4 or 5 times every time I try to play it. So hopefully they get that fixed before launch, but I don't know, man. All right, now the last thing on this list and for this video, and I hope this is a glitch also, because this will this will also kill the island mode, and I haven't seen anybody else talk about this yet, at least none of the people I watch. So unlocking parts for a male or female Create a Wrestler will require 2 playthroughs of the island and double purchases of the same part. So what I noticed is when I bought a face paint that also shows up in the women's Create a Wrestler, I bought it for my male wrestler on my island playthrough, right? I'm like, okay, cool. It should unlock for both male and female because the same parts are in there when I was making my Strizer character. No, it is still locked for the female Create a Wrestler, but it is unlocked for the male Create a Wrestler. So this leads me to believe, and I haven't fully tested it, but this leads me to believe that you have to play through the island twice and unlock all the parts for both male and female. So essentially, if you wanted to buy everything, you have to buy everything for the male superstar and then again for the female superstar. Holy crap, that even makes the fact that it's not able to change color even more of an issue. Like, there's no reason to play the island mode currently. Now, this could all be fixed with a patch. They could all work it out. Who knows? But as of the making of this video, the island mode is a waste of time and money, in my opinion. It was a great idea. It's a great concept. I think in future games, it could be a marquee mode. It could be a mode where everything else gets replaced with it if they do it right. But this first outing is, like I said in my first video, it's a disaster. These are just one-man's thoughts. These are my opinions. If you love the mode, that's fine. And if you don't care about Create a Wrestler, that's fine too. I understand a lot of people just like playing as the real wrestlers. But, man, what are we doing here? This is ridiculous to me. Sound off in the comments below. How do you feel about this? And as always, stay frosty.